tonight. My name is Beth, and I'm very, very gay. I'm also very, very sensitive, which is like the new gay. I'm easily offended by anything and everything, and I'm mostly offended when I don't get a laugh. So I'm going to tell a joke that my 5-year-old nephew told me. Why did the cow cross the road? Because he wanted to go to the movies. Yeah. See, you laughed. But did you laugh because it was funny, or did you laugh because a 5-year-old said it? And you think that's cute? Because 5-year-olds are cute. This sounds like my sister wrote this shit. When I was 5, I thought I was really cute that my initials were shit. I thought it was really cute that my initials were BJ. Or Beth Jana. But I was always curious why the adults in my life would giggle. But I kept saying, call me BJ. I'd ask them and they'd say, it stands for something that only adults do. So now that I'm older, I know what they're talking about. Blackjack. What? It's not that. Well, I've been gay my whole life, so. I'm a twin, so every year on our birthday, my sister and I make my mom tell the story of how we were born. Every year the story gets more and more involved. Basically, just now it's the nativity, but Jewish. So it's just like nativity. You see, sorry I'm laughing through this whole thing. You see, my mom had no idea that she was having twins. She just knew that she was huge and that they weren't bringing the epidural fast enough. Finally, after what seemed like forever, I come springing forth into the world, all of 6 pounds. This surprised my mom because of how big she was. She was a giant whale. Finally, the doc was like, whoa, there's more feet in here. In her vagina. So my sister was born not too much later. Feet first. That was the first time of many where my sister would land on her feet and I would cause my mother so much confusion. That's good. My mom jokes that she's got so many kids it would make sense for her to buy an RV and just spend 2.5 months in the driveway of one of her kids before moving on to the next. That way she'd be able to split her time evenly between all of them. I've never been so happy to not have a driveway. My mom has lots of quirks, but the biggest is probably how often she calls me about technical issues. You see, she's bad at technology and she comes to me for help all the time. But I'm only okay with technology. So when she was writing these jokes, a comedian friend of mine was helping her and their call dropped. She called me to find out what the number was. Like, oh, I'm like, it's in your recent calls. He just called you, which was great because that's literally all I know how to do on my phone. She asked the one thing I know how to do. See, you laughed! But did you laugh because you thought that was funny? Or because you were afraid not to laugh because of what I said earlier about being too sensitive and gay? You know what? Don't answer that. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
All right, judges, what do we got?
Woo!
I'll give it a 9, and sensitive is the new gay.
Go ahead, Amanda. We're gonna
Intermission. I also gave it a 9 for BJ. BJ deserves a 9.
yeah.
I give it an 8 and I put Jewish Nativity, the new gay musical.
Yeah, I would see that. I would see that. All right, are you guys ready for your next comedian? You know her. You love her. Give it up for Elise Eisenberg.
Oh, that light.
I know, it's a killer,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's good. I can't see anything. All right, here we go.
Talk right into the mic.
Oh, right. That's fine. Okay, good. See, I told you I wasn't good with
No,
technology.
you're great.
I'm happy to be here in the city of Philadelphia, even though I'm not a city girl. City's overwhelming. It's exhausting to park and exhausting to walk. and exhausting to visit my daughter Betty, who lives here. Have you met her? She's exhausting. I'm exhausted all the time. I had breast cancer a few years back. I beat it. I won. No joke there. Just want to brag. I'm badass, just like Betty. Yeah, and this is my natural hair now because I lost my old hair.
Don't go off book.
That was, this is a little ad lib here on the side. So I went through all the colors. Now I've got my own color back. Okay. I'm Jewish and I raised my kids Jewish, so essentially that means I've taught them to always check their food for any hair. Amen. We are a hairy, hairy family. I taught my daughters to shave their legs and their mustaches. And complain whenever possible. That's it. My job is done. My first ex-husband was hairy, but in that sort of way that just made him appear to be a decent person when really he was just an asshole. I live alone. I used to live with my second husband, but I needed my space. I didn't hate being married to him so much as I just hated being near him. I hated listening to him chew, hated listening to him breathe, hated listening to him talk, but the marriage was good overall. Just those few things that were annoying. I teach preschool. It's so much fun to hang out with the little kids, and I love that I don't have to watch them get older and disappoint me.
Nice.
By doing improv comedy.
Shit. That's great.
So many things are interesting at that age. Regardless of gender, the thing that really connects these kids are farts. It's the funniest thing for everyone. I think that's a good thing to remember. Maybe that's the lesson we need in this political climate. Rich or poor, black or white, or brown or fat or thin, farts are funny. Make America fart again. She's good. She's really good. I do use Facebook. I think it's great. Such an easy way to copy and paste emails and forward them to everyone on Messenger to win free Ray-Bans and magic markers from I can't believe how much my daughter has grown. It seemed like only yesterday was she's drinking and pretending to be straight. And now look at her, sober, pretending to be a comedian. Betty. I can't call you Betty. BJ. I loved you when you were born. I loved you when you were a kid. I loved you when you came out. I loved you when you got sober. And I loved you when you told me this isn't an improv show. Thank you. Improv sucks. That's my time. Before I go, I just want to thank the owners of this theater for putting it so close to Chinese food.